Yes, YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So, today is a really exciting day and it's a video that you guys always ask for, and that is building a new bike. And not just any bike, a bike that is new to the channel, new to me, new to Marin Bikes, my sponsor, and just all round really cool. So, I'm in the C63. I've driven to Ely, which is near Cambridge in England. What is here is Ison Distribution, right behind me there. They are a massive bike distribution company and a company that I've ridden for, been sponsored by for over 10 years. So they are the home of Halo Wheels, Gusset Components, two of my sponsors that I've been with for years and years and years. And it's often where I come to build bikes because they've got a workshop, a guy who is insane at fixing, building and doing everything to bikes. So this is where I've come. So my car is not the best car for transporting bike things, but it's really, it fits. So I've got the new Halo Vortex wheels, Maxxis tyres here, a bike in the back which Marin sent me, a complete Marin San Quentin hardtail. Final thing I want to do in today's video, which I've never done before, is get a sick photo and video of the new built bike in front of the C63 doing a burnout, which I've kindly asked permission to do, and it seems like these guys at Ison are happy for. So we can get a really cool car bike integrated video in front of the absolute 550 horsepower beast. Pretty cool day. Then what we got, frame, wheels, oh 510s, forks, dropper post, loads of stuff. So you can fit a bike in a C63 AMG, it's just not that easy. It might be harder when it's built actually, I haven't thought of that. Might need to get the train home. I'm inside the Ison distribution warehouse, and if anyone watching likes bikes, which I imagine a lot of you do, if you don't, maybe the wrong channel, but you're gonna love this place. It is full of bikes and bike stuff and tyres and bikes that are built and frames in boxes and helmets and grips and handlebars and stems and so much stuff. It's quite crazy how much space you need to store wheels, and Halo make a lot of wheels. So we've got 29-inch ones, 26, 650B wheels. They all come in boxes like this. Whether they're rim only or complete wheels, there is a lot of stuff in here. A little boy's dream coming into a warehouse full of bike stuff. This is where it all began with me, for me 10 years ago. Halo stuff, Gusset stuff, there's so much stuff. Welcome to the Ison workshop. A few key people involved, but Maz is going to be helping me with my bike, which is already in the stand. So I'll show you the San Quentin frame. It's an aggressive hardtail with a super slack head angle. This was already a complete bike, okay? So this is the San Quentin 3 model, which is already available to buy. There's also the San Quentin 1 and the San Quentin 2. They're 3 different price points, insanely affordable bike, and hardtails are so underrated. I grew up riding hardtails, they are the best bikes ever. And if you're lucky enough to get yourself a hardtail that you can do everything on, this is the bike. Like, I've ridden dirt jumps on it, trails, I made a video with Timo Pritzel. It's a sick bike. So, I've got all the parts laid out. Halo Vortex wheels, which is the new wheel from Halo. And something that's really cool about these ones, and especially this bike build, is you can change the stickers, the decals to whatever colour you want. There's loads of different options. And it makes perfect sense on this bike to go with orange, to match the frame, to match the fact that I'm going to have orange Fox forks on it, to match the fact that there's all sorts of steez going to be going on. Look at the 650B, 650B, bin lid's probably 24-inch. Jordan, do you reckon I could run the bin lid up front?
Definitely, yeah.
This is Jordan, who's the brand manager for Halo, who some of you may have actually spoken to on the phone if you've ever called up.
Probably quite a lot. Yeah.
Halo Wheels, so he hooked me up massively. But anyway, we need to get this bike built, so I'm going to be losing the cranks and chainring off it, swapping to carbon cranks, absolute black, oval chainring. I'm swapping the dropper post to a Fox Transfer Kashima post. The forks are going to be 36 Fox orange factory forks, Gusset S2 bars, Gusset S2 stem. I'm actually going to run plastic pedals on this, which we'll talk about later, and Gusset S2 saddle. So actually a lot has to change, so we better get cracking. Also meet Pat, Gusset brand manager. So these two are responsible for me being a professional and getting parts and wheels all over my bikes. Cheers, boys.
Oh, three-way.
Three-way. We haven't even figured out how to get the cranks off.
Is it not just a 10mm?
Oh, 10. No one carries a 10mm Allen key, ever. Look at the size of the workforce that are all helping. So, update, progress. Jordan's added cassette to Halo Vortex wheel. Oh, ooh, best noise. And Maxxis Minion DHR Oh, and he's about to tubeless it. Pat's taking care of headset. You've already taken the old RockShox forks out. Fresh gusset headsets going in. And then the Fox forks will need opening, cutting down and going on. And all I've managed to do is remove the old cranks and the old bottom bracket. I'll give these away actually. If someone wants to win these, you have to answer this maths question. Complete the number sequence. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you can comment the number that comes after that, you're entered into winning these. Don't give the answer away, guys. Let them think about that one. And I've got my race face cranks ready to go on with my blue chainring, which these guys are super upset about because the colour theme is kind of orange right now. But
Kind of orange.
I do like the blue, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There's plenty of spray paint shops out there. I brought red ODI grips with me, and Jordan instantly snatched them off me and said, because of the colour scheme, we need orange. So now I've got orange Aaron Gwyn 2 grips, which are going to go on. Hopefully they're a similar orange.
It won't be as fast as it though.
So the final piece of the orange Steve's puzzle is the Fox factory forks, which, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I always have on all my bikes. In my garage, in my apartment, it's always lined up. The front end's orange, but this is the first bike that actually, that theme is going to kind of carry through to the rest of the bike. So I'm pretty excited about that. Pat's been and picked out all the gusset stuff. So we've got the S2 bars, and I'm going with 19mm rise. And Pat, what width do these come at?
800.
Okay, so these are 800, but I'm going to cut them down to, I don't know.
800.
Yeah, they're 800. I'm going to cut them down to 800 with a karate chop that just misses it by 0mm. No, I'm gonna go to 770mm. So I'm gonna have to lock 15mm off each end, which is basically nothing, but everyone's got their personal preferences. Then we've got big pile of stems.
Oh, look at that. Tie springs.
Have you got the stem pack?
Get them one.
It's the S2 stem, and I'm going 33mm long. That is the shortest S2 stem you can get, because I'd like to do tricks and things and not have like my weight all the way over the front. I do prefer short stems. Like 33 is one of the shortest stems you can even buy in mountain biking. So I'm quite lucky I get to run really short stem, short front end, and I just find the bike's more kind of playful then. I've got more control over it. You see cross-country riders with huge long stems always going over the handlebars. Oh, what else? Well, Jordan has put my TRP disc rotor on, 180mm.
180.
With alternating tie spring titanium bolts. The Halo tubeless valve, which is this one, this O-ring, which threads onto the valve, doubles up as a valve core removal tool. So it's got a little kind of recess on it, which you can use to undo the valve core, like that, loosen it, take that out. That's quite cool. You've always got one of them then mounted to your bike when you're riding, because I've literally had a situation where I need to put more fluid in my bike and can't find anything that will undo it. Because tubeless fluid does kind of gum up that thread and makes life a bit hard. So if you've actually got it attached to your bike, you can see it's actually becoming a bike now. Load of spacers. I think we need to start talking about the elephant in the room. What are your thoughts on the blue chainring? The theme here is Absolute Black made me a batch of blue ones, so I'm the only person that has these oval chainrings in blue, which is cool. But my bike is clearly themed around orange. Blue and orange. You don't see orange cars driving around with blue wheels, do you?
Not really. But you got your fork blue top.
True, they're blue.
Yeah, matches. Blue rotor bolts.
Blue rotor bolts.
Blue t-shirt.
Blue t-shirt. I could wear blue pants. If you were stuck on the trail, what could this double up as? Like that, you can reflect the sun to like call in an SOS helicopter or an airstrike. Orange Steez forks are on, front wheels in. Also with the tie bolt, says maximum Steez up front. The S2 bar and stem is on. I've just realised I haven't got a front brake, so it's not going to have a front brake today, but that's fine. The other really annoying thing is, I opened up the Fox Transfer dropper post box, which is one of these, and it's an external one, whereas this frame has internal routing for dropper post cables. So I'm not actually going to put this on today. I think at home I've got an internal one, I really hope, because I'd love to have Kashima up on the hardtail as well. Never had that before. So you're going to have to imagine this is on the bike today. When I was younger I used to run plastic pedals on all my bikes, and now Gusset are making them again but with metal pins, so they're going to be really cool. It's starting to look like a proper bike. It's so good. The grips could be a test of colour. let's slide one on and see.
Try and not get it dirty.
That's actually pretty cool. I've never had grips that bright in my life though. I'm so lucky. These guys just stock it all upstairs. They just went and grabbed me the exact colour that works. Yes! Look how slack it is, man. That is such a slack bike. I'm so stoked with how this thing looks. It's like, just so you guys understand, I grew up riding hardtails only. I didn't have a full suspension bike until I was 18 or 19 years old, I think. I grew up racing 4-cross on hardtails, riding dirt jump on hardtails. So the fact that things have come full circle for me, and I've got a proper aggressive hardtail, the Marin San Quentin, that does everything, dirt jumps, downhill, trails, uphill, is so cool for me. It means so much, and just to come here and these guys help me build it is amazing. I'm extremely lucky, and it looks insane. It's the front head angle is so slack, which is just amazing for riding steep stuff, being in control. It is an aggressive hardtail. That's the name of this type of bike. The orange stees is unreal. Proper stees here. The rims are sick. I'm just so stoked. I could talk about it all day and do multiple bike checks, but let's get outside in the sun. Let's lean this bike up against something and let's do a burnout in my car and get a sick photo of all that cool stuff going on. But thank you to Halo, thank you to Gusset, thank you to Ison Distribution for their help, for letting me come here, for letting me have amazing parts to put on an amazing bike. Let's get outside.
How do you think this is going to go?
I think it's going to look sick. I think it's a bit windy, so I don't know where the smoke's going to go. As long as it's just this area's full of smoke and the bike looks sick, then it's a success. But the bike does look sick. Alright, let's do it. Woo!
It's so ridiculous.
That's it. Do you think I could stick all that back on? Damage.
What did you get? Anything good?
That'll all pressure wash off the floor. Car's fine, bike's fine, successful shoot. Big day, big bike build.
Oh, that looks legit.
Back home after a long day, building the San Quentin at Ison Distribution. And what a bike. It was actually sick going there. Those guys always help out. I've known them for years. It's just great. It's just awesome. It's about an hour and a half drive for me, but it was sweet. We got that photo. I'm stoked on that photo. I've never done the car bike mix. Let me know if you're into it. But more importantly, everyone, the bike's on the wall. The orange stees up top, like we've always had, the orange forks. And then here we go. So that's the San Quentin hardtail. This is a bike I actually designed with Marin. I forgot to mention that earlier. So this, my jump bike, the Alcatraz, which you've seen, I know and love. And now the San Quentin, which I've designed, I love. And I can't wait to do a proper riding video on that bike, talking about how it rides, the advantages, just everything about that hardtail. Hardtails are seriously sick, they're unreal. So that's a complete job. I just need to put a front brake on it, put the dropper post, but I'm really stoked. What a day. That was a long day. It never goes to, like, building bikes, you think, I've just got to throw some parts on, use some Allen keys. It's never a simple job. It always takes longer than planned. That was a whole day. But yeah, there we go. Job done. Ta-da! Thanks for watching, everyone. I just want to shout out Ison Distribution again. I'm really lucky to have a sponsor that stood by me for so many years. It's amazing. If anyone's looking for sponsorship and looking for advice with their riding career, just stay loyal. If you stick with a company for a long time, they're going to look after you. You don't have to worry. And that's definitely something I can say for Ison and Halo and Gusset. So it's amazing. There's the bike. There's the product of today's efforts. I'm pumped. You're legends. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you in the next video, which will be a good one. Peace.